Fund manager and American investor Jim Rogers is a contrarian when it comes to investing. He has put his money in depressed areas such as Japan, Russia, and commodities.
You should invest in what you yourself, everybody watching this, what you yourself know a lot about. Don't listen to me or what you read in the newspaper or see on TV. Stay with what you know, and then you'll probably come through in better shape than everybody else who's just putting money here, putting money there, or taking hot tips. Now, for instance, I've put some of my money into places that are depressed, Japan, Russia, agriculture, these areas that are somewhat depressed. I do own some real assets like silver and gold. I'm not haven't bought silver and gold for a while, but if it goes down more, I'll probably buy some more gold. Again, stay with what you know, though. And agriculture, we live in, you mentioned ASEAN, Malaysia, Indonesia, not Singapore, but there is agriculture in some of these countries, and so that might be a relatively less dangerous place to be. Agriculture has been a disaster for 30 years, so it's already depressed. It's not going to get much more depressed. I mean, some of the stocks on the New York Stock Exchange are going to go down 50, 60, 70% when things get really bad. I don't think you're going to see sugar or rice or things like that go down 50 or 60, 70%. They're already down a lot. It's less bad. It's already down. It's been a disaster. Agricultural prices have been going down for years and are near historic lows. Things are so bad, though, we don't have any farmers. The average age of farmers in America is 58. In Japan, it's 66. In Canada, it's the oldest in recorded history. Australia, it's 58. The highest rate of suicide in the UK is in farming. Millions of Indian farmers commit suicide every year. I mean, this has been a terrible, terrible place to be. More people in America study public relations than study agriculture. So it's not as though it's riding high and everybody's making fortunes and being exuberant and happy about how much money they're making. They're not making money. So we're in a better, anybody who is in agriculture is not going to suffer much more and may even start to turn around. Things that are probably bubbles, social media, biotechnology in the US, these are mainly US stocks. These are places that are sectors of the world economy that are extremely overexploited. The stocks are very high, salaries are very high. So these are, if not a bubble, they're certainly too expensive. And I would not be putting money there. Well, the ones that are least likely to be affected are the ones with a lot of agriculture. So I say agriculture is undoubtedly hitting a bottom now. And those with oil, like Malaysia and Indonesia, are probably going to be less affected even because oil has already gone down. So I can tell you, Italy, France, but these are not ASEAN countries. That's where people are going to, England's going to suffer, the US is going to suffer, but these are not ASEAN countries. People doing a lot of business with them will be the most affected.
Jim believes that the developed markets like the US and Europe will be the most affected by the current global uncertainties. He is still upbeat on the ASEAN region despite the challenges the region's markets are facing. Zunaira Saieed, Singapore, Star TV.